Festival of Lights, also well known by the term Diwali. It is celebrated throughout the subcontinent to honor the victory of Lord Rama over King Ravana and returned back to his kingdom after an exile of 14 years. There are many reasons to celebrate Deepavali. Vedic scripture says that Lord Rama, along with his brother Lakshmana and Mata Sita, came back after 14 years of Vanavas, so that people decorated the city with flowers, rangolis, and welcomed them by bursting firecrackers. To cherish these moments, we celebrate Deepavali. There is science behind the celebration too. As we stay in the northern hemisphere, winter starts during this time. During winter, slowdown of life happens. People becomes inactive. Even animals go for hibernation. To come out from lethargy and to get energized, lights are decorated, lamps are lit, bursting of firecrackers are carried out so that people will get up early, dress up new clothes, eat sweets, visits to temples, relatives and friends' houses, and remain active. Moreover, they make beautiful geometric designs called rangolis in front of the houses and flower garland to decorate the houses. Do you know the specific geometric designs of rangolis also have power to attract certain kind of positive energies to our home? In fact, in ancient time, there are specific designs for rangolis for each day of the year and for special occasions. Knowledge has been getting extinct, but to decorate the entrance, still people put rangoli design in front of the entrance of their house. Usually, Diwali is celebrated for 5 days in various parts of India. Vasubaras, also known by Govatsa Dwadashi, that's the 12th day of Krishna Paksha. Vasubaras marks the beginning of the celebration of Diwali festival. Traditionally, mostly all Indian festivals can be correlated as harvesting like Lori, Onam, Pongal, Ugadi. But in winter, and even seed doesn't sprout. So this time of the year, farmers do puja of cow and bullock, who are integral part of their job. So on Vasubaras, the cow and her calf are worshipped. The cow holds a very sacred place in Vedic culture, referred to as Gaumata, mother cow. She is worshipped and nurtured with the utmost respect. Gaumata and her prasad, that is Panchagavya or Panchamrit, are frequently used in all pujas and sacrifices. In the villages, cattle are adorned and worshipped by farmers as their main source of income. Vasubaras is followed by Dhanteras. It is the first day that marks the festival of Deepavali. In India, it is celebrated on the 13th lunar day of Krishna Paksha, dark fortnight in the month of Kartik. Dhanvantari, the deity dedicated to one's health and well-being, who is worshipped on the occasion of Dhanteras, is considered the god of Ayurveda or source of Ayurveda, who imparted the wisdom of Ayurveda for the betterment of mankind and to help rid it of the suffering of diseases. Lord Dhanvantari emerged during Samudra Manthan holding a kalasha full of amrit in one hand and the sacred text about Ayurveda in the other hand. He is considered to be the Vaidya of Devatas. Lately, this auspicious day is observed for making new purchases especially of gold or silver articles and new utensils. It is believed that new dhan or wealth or some item made of precious metal is a sign of good luck. In modern times, Dhanteras has come to be known as the most auspicious occasion for buying gold, silver, and other metals, especially kitchenware. The day also sees heavy purchases of appliances and automobiles. These nights, the lights are set out every night, both in the sky lamps and as offerings at the base of a tulsi plant, and also in the form of diyas, which are placed in front of the doorways of homes. This light is an offering to Yama, the host of death, to avert untimely death during the time of the Deepavali festival. This day is a celebration aimed at increasing wealth and prosperity. Dhanteras engages themes of cleansing, renewal, and the securing of auspiciousness as embodied by goddess Lakshmi. It is said that on the day of Dhanatrayodashi, goddess Lakshmi came out from the ocean of milk during churning of the sea. Hence, goddess Lakshmi is worshipped on the day of Trayodashi. The next day is called as Naraka Chaturdashi, also known by Kali Chaudas, is the day allotted to worship of Mahakali or Shakti, and as specified in Kalika Purana, on this day Kali killed the asura named Narkasura. Kali Chaudas is day to abolish laziness and evil which create hell in our life and shine light on life. Naraka Chaturdashi celebrated just one day before Diwali, so it is also known as Choti Diwali or Mini Diwali. Another scripture narrates that the asura named Narkasura was killed on this day by Satyabhama, incarnation of Bhumi Devi, wife of Lord Krishna. Later, they relieved 16,000 girls who have been kidnapped by Narkasura, and that is why this day is called as Naraka Chaturdashi. On this day, people get up earlier. The men will rub their bodies in perfume oils before bathing. Afterwards, clean clothes are worn. Some people wear new clothes. A variety of breakfast is enjoyed with relatives and friends. In the evening, a mix of bright and loud fireworks is set off in an atmosphere of joyful fun and noise. Special sweet dishes are served as a part of the midday meal. House is lit with oil lamps during the evening. The next day is called as Lakshmi Puja. It falls on Amavasya of Krishna Paksha. It is considered as the main festive day of Deepavali. According to legend, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, prosperity, and auspiciousness, good fortune, and Lord Vishnu's wife, visits the devotees and bestows gifts and blessings upon each of them. To welcome the goddess, devotees clean their houses, decorate them with finery and lights, prepare sweet treats and delicacies as offerings. Devotees believe the happier Lakshmi is with the visit, the more she blesses the family with health and wealth. Lakshmi is believed to roam the earth on the night of Lakshmi Pujan. On the evening of Lakshmi Puja, people open their doors and windows to welcome Lakshmi and place diya lights on their windowsills and balcony. The festival day is celebrated as Lakshmi Puja, which is performed in the evenings when lamps of the clay are lit. Bhajans, devotional songs in praise of Goddess Lakshmi are sung, and Naivedya of traditional sweets is offered to the goddess. On this day, the mothers who work hard all the year are recognized by the family. Mothers are seen to embody a part of Lakshmi, the good fortune and prosperity of the household. Important relationships and friendships are also recognized during the day by visiting relatives and friends, exchanging gifts and sweets. After the puja, people go outside and celebrate by lighting up fireworks. The children enjoy sparklers and variety of small fireworks, while adults enjoy big and noisy fireworks. After fireworks, people head back to a family feast, conversations, and mithai. The next day is called as Bali Pratipada or Padwa. It is celebrated in honor of the notional return of the Daitya king Bali to earth. Bali Padyami. In many parts of India, such as Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Karnataka, it is the traditional New Year day in Vikram Samvat, and sometimes it is also called as Bestu Varas or Varsha Pratipada. The day has links to the Vedic era, Sura Asura Samudra Manthan, and that revealed goddess Lakshmi, and where Mahabali was the king of the Asuras. The tales and festivities find mention in the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, and several major Puranas such as the Brahma Purana, Kurma Purana, and Matsya Purana, and others. Bali Pratipada commemorates the annual return of Mahabali to the earth and the victory of Vamana, one of the many creative incarnations of Lord Vishnu and the fifth incarnation in the list of Dashavatara. It marks the victory of Vishnu over Mahabali and all Asuras through his metamorphosis into Trivikrama. At the time of his defeat, Bali was already a Vishnu devotee and a benevolent ruler over a peaceful, prosperous kingdom. Vishnu's victory over Mahabali using 3 steps ended the war. According to Hindu scriptures, Mahabali asked for and was granted the boon by Vishnu, whereby he returns to earth once a year when he will be remembered and worshipped and reincarnate in a future birth as Indra. The last day of the Deepavali celebration is called Bhai Dooj or Bhau Beez. The celebrations of this day are similar to the festival of Raksha Bandhan. On this day, sisters give gifts to their brothers, and younger sister also gives gifts to their elder brothers. On the day of the festival, married sisters invite their brothers for a delicious meal including their favorite dishes and sweets. The procedure may be different in different parts of the country, but the whole ceremony signifies the duty of a brother to protect his sister as well as a sister's blessings for her brother. Carrying forward the ceremony, in traditional style, sisters perform aarti for their brother and apply a red tikka on the brother's forehead. This tikka ceremony on the occasion of Bhai Beej signifies the sister's sincerest prayers for the long and happy life of her brother and treats them with gifts. In return, elder brothers bless their sisters and may treat them also with gifts or cash. People try to forgive people during Deepavali. It is certainly an occasion where people forgive disputes. Therefore, friendship and relationships get stronger during Deepavali. People remove all feelings of hatred from their hearts. Finally, to sum it up, Deepavali is a great joyful occasion in India. One cannot imagine the delightful contribution of this glorious festival. If you like the video, don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe my channel, Spiritual Bliss. Thank you.